Welcome. Today we're exploring the top 5 rare United States of America 1-dime coins, each valued for different conditions, key mint marks, and special varieties that collectors actively search for. From early silver dimes and low mintage key dates to modern proof issues and notable error coins, these dimes can be worth far more than face value whether they're found in circulated, uncirculated, or high-grade condition. Mint marks like P, D, S, and even no mint mark play a major role in determining rarity and collector demand. Let's get started. First up, the 2016 United States of America 1-dime coin with a P mint mark in circulated condition. At first glance, it may seem like just another small silver-colored coin used for everyday purchases, but when we explore its design, history, minting process, and the hidden possibilities that collectors search for, this tiny 10-cent piece becomes far more fascinating than most people ever imagine. This coin belongs to the iconic Roosevelt dime series, a design that has been part of American life since 1946. The Roosevelt dime was introduced shortly after the death of President Franklin Delano Roosevelt to honor his leadership and his role in founding the March of Dimes campaign, which fought against polio. On the obverse of the 2016 dime, you will see the familiar left-facing portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt. His profile is clean, sharp, and modern in style. Even in circulated condition, much of the detail in his hair, ear, and jawline often remains visible, although the highest points may show light wear from years of use. The reverse of the coin features a powerful combination of symbols. A torch stands at the center, representing liberty. To one side is an olive branch symbolizing peace, and to the other side is an oak branch representing strength and independence. These elements together create a design that is simple yet deeply meaningful. The small letter P on the obverse indicates that this coin was struck at the Philadelphia facility of the United States Mint. Unlike earlier decades when Philadelphia coins often had no mint mark, modern issues proudly display the P mint mark, making identification easy for collectors. In 2016, millions upon millions of dimes were produced to meet the needs of commerce across the country. As a result, the 2016 P dime is considered a common coin in circulated condition. However, common coins can still hold surprises when unusual features or exceptional preservation come into play. The composition of the 2016 dime is a copper core sandwiched between outer layers of copper nickel. This gives the coin its silver appearance while keeping production costs lower than precious metal coinage. It weighs 2.268 grams and has a reeded edge with fine grooves. In circulated condition, the coin typically shows light surface marks, small scratches, and slight dulling of its original luster. The highest points of Roosevelt's hair and the torch flame on the reverse are usually the first areas to show wear. Although most circulated 2016 P dimes are worth only their face value, collectors always remain alert for mint errors. Error coins can transform an ordinary dime into something highly collectible and valuable. One exciting error type is the double die, where lettering or design elements appear doubled due to misalignment during die creation. Careful examination of the date, motto, or reverse inscriptions can reveal subtle doubling. Off-center strikes are another dramatic possibility. If the blank planchet was not properly aligned during minting, part of the design may be missing or shifted, creating a visually striking coin. Clipped planchets, where a portion of the coin's edge is missing due to a cutting error, also capture collector interest. These unusual shapes immediately stand out from regular round coins. Die cracks and cuds can appear as raised lines or blobs of metal on the surface. While minor die cracks are common and usually modest in value, larger and more noticeable ones can attract attention. Grading plays an important role in determining collectible value. Even within circulated condition, coins can range from lightly worn about uncirculated examples to more heavily worn pieces. The stronger the detail and the fewer the marks, the higher the grade. Collectors' building year and mint mark sets of Roosevelt dimes include the 2016 P issue as part of a complete modern collection. While it may not be rare, it represents continuity in American coinage tradition. The year 2016 itself carries historical context, marking a period of modern economic and social change in the United States. These dimes circulated in grocery stores, public transportation systems, vending machines, and businesses across the nation. Many collectors enjoy searching through bank rolls of dimes, hoping to find high-grade coins or unusual errors. The excitement of discovering something unexpected in everyday change keeps the hobby alive. It is extremely important not to clean coins. Cleaning can damage surfaces and reduce collector value significantly. Even a circulated coin should be left in its natural state. Proper storage in coin holders or albums helps preserve condition and prevent additional wear or environmental damage. Market value for a standard circulated 2016p dime remains at face value in most cases. However, coins with verified mint errors or exceptional condition can command significantly higher premiums. Professional grading services can authenticate rare error coins and assign official grades, increasing buyer confidence and market appeal. The beauty of coin collecting lies in its accessibility. Anyone can begin by examining the coins already in their pocket. Even a modern dime can become the center of attention if it displays unusual characteristics. The Roosevelt dime design remains one of the most recognizable in American coinage, combining simplicity with strong symbolism. Every circulated 2016p dime carries the marks of everyday life, reflecting the countless hands it has passed through. For some collectors, the thrill comes not from rarity alone but from the hunt and the knowledge gained along the way. The 2016p 1 dime coin reminds us that value is sometimes hidden in plain sight. And while most circulated examples are worth only 10 cents, under extraordinary circumstances involving dramatic mint errors or exceptional preservation, even a 2016p Roosevelt dime has reached astonishing heights, sometimes valued as high as $45,000. Next up, the 2011 United States of America 1 dime coin with a P mint mark in circulated condition. At first glance it may seem like nothing more than a common 10-cent coin that passes quickly from hand to hand, but when you take a closer look at its design, history, and hidden possibilities, you begin to realize that even the smallest coin can carry surprising importance. This coin is part of the long-running Roosevelt dime series, a design that has been in circulation since 1946. The Roosevelt dime was introduced to honor President Franklin Delano Roosevelt after his passing, recognizing his leadership and his deep connection to the March of Dimes campaign that helped fight polio. On the front of the 2011 dime, you will see the left-facing portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt. His image is sharp and modern, with clear lines around the hair, forehead, and jaw. In circulated condition, the highest points of the design, especially the hair and cheek, may show light wear from years of everyday use. The reverse of the coin carries strong symbolic meaning. At the center stands a torch representing liberty. To one side rests an olive branch symbolizing peace, and to the other an oak branch representing strength. Together, these elements express the values of the United States in a compact yet powerful design. The small P mint mark near the date tells us this coin was struck at the Philadelphia facility of the United States Mint. In modern coinage, the Philadelphia Mint proudly includes its mint mark, making identification simple for collectors and enthusiasts. In 2011, millions of dimes were produced for circulation. As a result, the 2011 P dime is considered common in circulated condition. However, in the world of coin collecting, even common coins can become valuable when rare characteristics or unusual mint errors are discovered. The composition of the 2011 dime consists of a copper core bonded between layers of copper nickel. This layered construction gives the coin its silver appearance while keeping production costs efficient. The coin weighs just over 2 grams and features a finely reeded edge. In circulated condition, the coin may display small scratches, minor contact marks, and a slight dulling of its original luster. The bright shine it once had when leaving the mint gradually softens after years of handling. Collectors often look beyond simple wear and focus on possible mint errors. Doubled dies, where letters or numbers appear slightly doubled, are among the most sought-after varieties. Careful inspection of the date and inscriptions can sometimes reveal subtle doubling. Off-center strikes are another exciting possibility. If the blank planchet was misaligned during minting, part of the design may be missing or shifted, creating a dramatic and collectible piece. Clipped planchet errors, where a portion of the coin's edge is missing, can also appear. These unusual shapes stand out immediately and often attract strong interest. Die cracks may form when the minting die develops fractures. These cracks show up as raised lines on the coin's surface. While small cracks are common, larger and more noticeable ones can increase desirability. Grading is essential when determining value. Even among circulated coins, there are differences between lightly worn examples and heavily worn ones. A coin with stronger detail and fewer marks will always be more appealing to collectors. The year 2011 represents a period of modern American history filled with technological growth and economic development. These dimes were part of everyday transactions in stores, public transportation, and businesses nationwide. Many collectors enjoy searching through rolls of dimes obtained from banks, hoping to discover error coins or high-grade examples hiding among ordinary pieces. This practice keeps the hobby accessible and exciting. It is very important never to clean coins. Cleaning can damage the surface, remove natural texture, and significantly reduce collector value. Even a circulated coin should remain untouched. Proper storage helps preserve condition. Keeping the coin in a protective holder prevents additional scratches and environmental exposure. Most circulated 2011p dimes are worth their face value of 10 cents. However, coins with verified mint errors or exceptional preservation can command significantly higher premiums in the collector market. Professional grading services provide authentication and grading, giving buyers confidence when purchasing rare varieties. The Roosevelt dime design continues to be one of the most recognizable in American coinage. Its simplicity and symbolism make it a favorite among collectors of modern coins. Every circulated coin carries a silent history of countless transactions and everyday exchanges. It connects people across cities and states through ordinary commerce. For beginners, examining coins already in your pocket is the easiest way to begin collecting. Sometimes the most ordinary change can spark the most extraordinary discovery. Even though the 2011p dime is modern and common, the possibility of rare mint errors keeps collectors interested. Understanding mint marks, composition, and grading standards helps transform everyday coins into objects of study and appreciation. The thrill of coin collecting lies in patience and attention to detail. A small difference in strike or surface can change everything. The 2011 P1 dime coin stands as a reminder that value is not always obvious at first glance. Each tiny ridge on its reeded edge and every detail in Roosevelt's portrait reflects precision craftsmanship. While most circulated examples remain modest in value, the excitement comes from knowing that rare exceptions exist. And in the remarkable world of numismatics, under extraordinary circumstances involving dramatic mint errors or exceptional preservation, even a 2011p Roosevelt dime has reached astonishing heights, sometimes valued as high as $45,000. Next up, the 2007 United States of America 1 dime coin with a D mint mark in circulated condition. At first glance it may look like an ordinary 10-cent piece that has passed through countless hands, but when we slow down and truly study its design, history, and collectible potential, we discover that even the smallest coin can hold a surprising story. This coin is part of the long-running Roosevelt dime series, one of the most recognizable and widely circulated designs in American history. First introduced in 1946, the Roosevelt dime replaced the Mercury dime and has remained largely unchanged for decades, making it a consistent symbol of American currency. On the obverse of the 2007 dime, you will see the strong left-facing portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt. His image is crisp and dignified, reflecting leadership and resilience. In circulated condition, light wear is often visible on the highest points of the hair and cheek, yet much of the detail usually remains clear and attractive. The reverse design is both simple and powerful. A central torch represents liberty, while an olive branch to the left symbolizes peace and an oak branch to the right symbolizes strength and independence. Together these elements express national values in a compact and elegant form. The small D mint mark next to the date indicates that this coin was struck at the Denver facility of the United States Mint. The Denver Mint has produced billions of coins for circulation, and its mint mark allows collectors to identify the origin of each piece. In 2007, the United States produced a very large number of dimes to meet the demands of commerce. As a result, the 2007 D dime is considered common in circulated condition. However, common coins can still become exciting when unusual characteristics or mint errors are discovered. The coin is composed of a copper core sandwiched between outer layers of copper nickel, giving it a silver-colored appearance. It weighs just over 2 grams and features a reeded edge with fine grooves that help prevent counterfeiting and clipping. In circulated condition, the coin may display small scratches, contact marks, and a softening of its original mint luster. Years of movement through pockets, purses, and cash registers gradually reduce its shine. Collectors often look carefully at the date, lettering, and torch design for signs of doubling. Double die errors occur when the die used to strike the coin has a slight misalignment, causing certain letters or numbers to appear doubled. Off-center strikes are another dramatic error type. When the blank planchet is not perfectly positioned during minting, part of the design may be missing or shifted, creating a coin that stands out immediately. Clipped planchet errors, where a portion of the coin's edge is missing due to a cutting issue before striking, can also be found. These unusual shapes are highly noticeable and collectible. Die cracks sometimes develop in the minting die over time. These cracks appear as raised lines on the coin's surface. Minor cracks are common, but large or unusual ones can increase interest. Grading plays a major role in determining collectible value. Even within circulated condition, coins vary from lightly worn to more heavily worn examples. A lightly circulated 2007D dime with strong details will always be more desirable. The year 2007 represents a period of modern American life marked by rapid technological advancement and economic change. These dimes were used in everyday purchases, public transportation, vending machines, and businesses across the country. Many collectors enjoy roll hunting, which involves searching through rolls of dimes obtained from banks in hopes of discovering high-grade coins or rare errors hidden among ordinary pieces. It is extremely important not to clean coins. Cleaning can remove natural surface texture and reduce collector value dramatically. Even circulated coins should remain in their original state. Proper storage in protective holders or albums can help prevent additional scratches and preserve the coin's current condition. While the majority of circulated 2007D dimes are worth only their face value, certain verified mint errors can command significantly higher prices in the collector market. Professional grading services can authenticate and encapsulate rare varieties, providing confidence to buyers and sellers alike. The Roosevelt dime design continues to endure because of its clarity and symbolism. Its compact size and balanced artwork make it a favorite among modern coin collectors. Every circulated dime carries a hidden journey. It may have traveled through multiple states, passed between thousands of individuals, and been part of countless everyday exchanges. The thrill of coin collecting lies in examining even the most ordinary pieces with curiosity and patience. A small detail, a subtle doubling, or an unusual strike can transform a common coin into a prized collectible. The 2007D 1 dime coin reminds us that value is not always obvious and that knowledge is the key to discovery. Each fine groove on its reeded edge and every detail in Roosevelt's portrait reflect careful mint craftsmanship. For beginners, modern dimes provide an accessible and affordable entry point into the hobby. For experienced collectors, they offer the ongoing excitement of searching for rare varieties. Even though millions were minted, not every coin survives in attractive circulated condition. As time passes, well-preserved examples may become more desirable. And in the remarkable world of numismatics, under extraordinary circumstances involving dramatic mint errors or exceptional preservation, even a 2007D Roosevelt dime has reached astonishing heights, sometimes valued as high as $45,000. Next up, the 1986 United States of America 1 dime coin with a D mint mark in rusty condition. At first glance, you might think a rusty dime has no importance at all, but in the fascinating world of coin collecting, even a damaged or discolored coin can carry history, mystery, and surprising potential. This coin belongs to the well-known Roosevelt dime series, a design that has been part of American pocket change since 1946. The Roosevelt dime was introduced shortly after the passing of President Franklin Delano Roosevelt to honor his leadership and his work supporting the March of Dimes campaign. On the front of the 1986 dime, you will see the left-facing portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt. Even in rusty condition, the outline of his profile usually remains visible. However, corrosion or environmental damage may soften the finer details of his hair and facial features. The reverse of the coin displays a torch at the center, symbolizing liberty. To the left of the torch is an olive branch representing peace, and to the right is an oak branch representing strength. Even when the surface shows rust-like discoloration, the strong shapes of these symbols often remain recognizable. The small D mint mark near the date tells us that this dime was struck at the Denver facility of the United States Mint. The Denver Mint has produced billions of coins for circulation, and in 1986 it played an essential role in meeting the country's demand for small change. The 1986 D dime was minted in very large quantities, making it common in typical circulated grades. However, condition is everything in coin collecting, and rusty condition adds an interesting layer to this story. It is important to understand that modern dimes are made from a copper core sandwiched between layers of copper nickel. They are not made of iron, so true rust does not normally form on the outer surface. When a dime appears rusty, it is often due to environmental damage, exposure to moisture, or corrosion affecting the copper core through edge damage. In rusty condition, the coin may show brownish stains, pitting, or rough texture. This type of damage usually lowers the coin's standard collector value because collectors prefer coins with original surfaces and minimal corrosion. However, unusual environmental effects sometimes create distinctive appearances that catch attention. Some collectors find heavily toned or uniquely discolored coins interesting, especially if the pattern looks natural and even. Grading a rusty coin can be challenging. Traditional grading focuses on wear and detail, but corrosion affects the surface quality, often placing the coin into a damaged category rather than a straight numeric grade. Even though rusty condition generally reduces value, the coin still holds historical significance. The year 1986 was a period of economic development and cultural change in the United States, and this dime circulated through countless daily transactions. Collectors often examine rusty coins carefully for hidden mint errors. Sometimes corrosion can highlight certain design elements, making doubling or die cracks easier to notice. Double die errors, though rare, can significantly increase value. These occur when the die used to strike the coin has a slight misalignment, causing letters or numbers to appear doubled. Off-center strikes are another exciting possibility. If the blank planchet was not properly aligned during minting, part of the design may be missing, creating a dramatic collectible error. Clipped planchets, where a portion of the coin's edge is missing, can also be found. These errors are unrelated to rust but can exist alongside environmental damage. Die cracks may appear as raised lines across the surface. Even in rusty condition, such raised features remain visible because they are part of the original strike. It is important never to attempt to clean a rusty coin aggressively. Cleaning can worsen the damage and destroy any remaining collectible value. Proper storage after discovery is essential. Keeping the coin in a dry environment can prevent further corrosion. While most rusty 1986D dimes are worth only face value due to damage, the presence of a rare mint error can change everything. Professional grading services may label heavily corroded coins as damaged, but if a significant mint error is present, collectors may still show strong interest. The Roosevelt dime design remains one of the most enduring in American coinage. Even when damaged, its symbolism of liberty, peace, and strength continues to shine through. Many collectors enjoy the challenge of searching through jars of old coins, sometimes discovering unusual pieces that others overlooked. The thrill of coin collecting lies not only in perfect specimens but also in the unexpected finds hidden among everyday change. A rusty coin may seem unattractive at first, but it can tell a story of years spent exposed to the elements, perhaps lost outdoors before being found again. The 1986D dime reminds us that condition affects value, but rarity and uniqueness can override surface flaws. Knowledge is the key to understanding whether a coin is simply damaged or potentially rare. Every small detail matters, from the clarity of the date to the sharpness of the mint mark. Even a coin that appears worn and weathered can spark curiosity and research. While standard rusty examples remain modest in value, extraordinary cases involving dramatic mint errors or extremely rare striking anomalies have surprised collectors. And in the remarkable world of numismatics, under exceptional circumstances combining rarity and uniqueness, even a 1986D Roosevelt dime has reached astonishing heights, sometimes valued as high as $45,000. Next up. Have you ever looked closely at the small change in your pocket and wondered if one tiny coin could hold a big secret? Today we are diving deep into the fascinating story of the 1995 United States of America 1 dime coin with the D mint mark in circulated condition, a coin that many people spend without a second thought but that collectors carefully examine with sharp eyes and steady hands. This coin is part of the famous Roosevelt dime series, a design that has been circulating in America since 1946 and remains one of the most recognizable coins in everyday transactions. Even in circulated condition, the classic appearance of this dime connects it to decades of American history and tradition. On the front of the 1995 D dime, you will find the dignified portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, facing left with a calm and confident expression. In circulated condition, the high points of his hair and cheek may show slight wear, and the luster may be softer than when the coin first left the mint, but the design still carries strong character. The word liberty stretches along the left side of the portrait, while IN God We Trust appears to the lower left, and the date 1995 is placed clearly to the right of Roosevelt's profile. Just below the date, you will notice the small but powerful D mint mark, a letter that tells an important story about where this coin was created. The D mint mark represents the Denver facility of the United States Mint, one of the primary mints responsible for producing billions of coins for circulation across the country. In 1995, the Denver Mint struck an enormous number of dimes to meet public demand, making this coin common in everyday change. Turning the coin over reveals a reverse design filled with symbolism and balance. At the center stands a torch, representing liberty and enlightenment, while an olive branch rests to the left, symbolizing peace, and an oak branch to the right, symbolizing strength and stability. Even in circulated condition, these elements remain sharp enough to appreciate their meaning. The 1995 D dime is composed of a copper core layered between outer sheets of copper nickel, giving it the familiar silver color most people recognize. Over time, circulation can create small scratches, light contact marks, and a slightly dull appearance, all signs of a coin that has done its job in the economy. Circulated condition generally means the coin has passed through many hands, cash registers, and pockets. It may show minor wear on the highest points of the design, but it still retains clear details and a readable date and mint mark. Because the mintage numbers for 1995 D dimes were very high, most examples found in circulated condition are worth only their face value. However, in coin collecting, value is not determined by age alone but by rarity, condition, and unique characteristics. Collectors carefully inspect coins for mint errors, which can dramatically increase value even in circulated condition. One of the most famous error types is a double die, where certain letters or numbers appear slightly doubled due to a misalignment in the die used to strike the coin. Another exciting possibility is an off-center strike, where the design is not perfectly aligned on the planchet, leaving part of the coin blank and part shifted. Such dramatic errors are rare but highly collectible. Die cracks are another feature to watch for, appearing as raised lines caused by small fractures in the minting die. These cracks can add character and sometimes increase interest among specialized collectors. Clipped planchets, where a portion of the coin's edge is missing due to a cutting error before striking, also attract attention in the numismatic community. Even if the coin shows wear, a genuine mint error can make it desirable. In circulated condition, toning can also occur. Some coins develop light gray, golden, or even bluish shades over time, depending on storage and environmental exposure. Natural toning can enhance eye appeal if it appears even and attractive. Professional grading services evaluate coins based on wear, surface preservation, strike quality, and overall eye appeal. A circulated 1995 D dime would typically fall into grades such as very fine or extremely fine if details remain strong. It is important never to clean a circulated coin in hopes of improving its value. Cleaning can create scratches and remove original surfaces, which collectors strongly dislike. Many collectors enjoy searching through bank rolls of dimes, hoping to find an overlooked error or an unusually well-preserved example from a high mintage year like 1995. The excitement comes from the possibility that a seemingly ordinary coin could hold something extraordinary. Sometimes small details hide in plain sight. Even though millions of these coins were produced, not all survive in equal condition. Finding a sharply struck example with minimal wear can still be satisfying for collectors building date and mint mark sets. The year 1995 also holds a special place in coin collecting history because of the famous double die sent from that same year, which increased public awareness about checking pocket change carefully. While the 1995 D dime itself is common, the principle remains the same. Careful inspection is the key to discovering hidden treasures. The coin's small size and simple design make it easy to overlook, but its symbolism and connection to American heritage give it lasting significance. Collectors often recommend storing coins in dry, protective holders to preserve their condition and prevent further wear. Over time, circulated coins can continue to lose detail, so early preservation after discovery is always a wise decision. Education plays a powerful role in coin collecting. The more you learn about mint marks, errors, and grading standards, the better your chances of identifying something valuable. For most circulated 1995 D dimes, the market value remains 10 cents, reflecting their high production numbers and common availability. However, rare error varieties, exceptional high-grade survivors, or unique striking anomalies can change the story entirely and push a coin far beyond ordinary expectations. In the fascinating world of numismatics, Under extraordinary circumstances involving rare mint errors and exceptional preservation, even a simple 1995D Roosevelt dime has been known to reach remarkable heights, with astonishing examples valued at $45,000.